Good evening. Welcome. I will be your host this evening, Nikki K. the Great. So, take your pills, pack a bowl, make sure you have your mocha flavored bedtime beverage, then kick back and listen to a Bible story like you have never heard before or will ever hear again unless you hit replay. Then you'll hear it again. So press like and subscribe and smoke it, drink it, and read it, right? So kick back and relax. Why? Why is it doing stuff? It's always fucking doing something. Dun, dun. All right, Mark 15. We're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done. Look, they need to quit offering me coupons. I'm not buying nothing. I wouldn't buy anything from this website. This Bible's full of so many typos. Forget about it. As soon as it was morning, the chief priests held a consultation with the elders, scribes, the whole council. They bound Jesus and led him away, handed him over to Pilate. And Pilate asked him, "Are you the king of Dalsiyudin?" And Jesus was like, "You said that." Then the chief priests accused him of many things. Many, many, many. And Pilate asked him again, "Don't you have anything to say? Listen to this shit, yo." And Jesus was like, "Drink the fifth, plead the fifth," right? Now, at the festival, Pilate would release one prisoner, anyone who they asked for. Now, there was a man called Jesus Barabbas, and he was in prison with rebels who had committed murder during an insurrection. So they had a January 6th for real. Okay. So the crowd came and began to ask Pilate to do for them according to his custom. He could have saved Jesus right here. There needs to be a counter. The times Pilate could have saved Jesus. He's just as guilty as the Jews. And he said, "Do you want the king of the Jews?" Because he knew what they were up to. Which he could have stepped in and saved him right there. He's like, "You're wasting my fucking time." He could have said that, and this is the second time Pilate could have saved Jesus. But the chief of priests Ray Epps the crowd. When they was like, Barabbas, right? So the crowd was just going along with these Ray Epps characters, right? And then he was like, "What do you want to do with this guy?" And they was like, "Crucify him." So Antifa and Black Lives Matter was getting all up in there, scaring Pilate. Because, he was like, "This guy's innocent." And they're like, no, no. Huh. And then Pilate was scared as fuck. So he just beat Jesus up and had him crucified. Okay. Then the soldiers led him to the courtyard of the palace. That is the governor's headquarters. And they called together the whole cohort. All right, so again, Pilate could have saved him right here. It was his house. Okay. They played dress up with Jesus. They got him naked just to put clothes on him. Right? And then they began saluting him. Hail to the King of the Jews! Right? And they struck his head with a reed, spat upon him, and knelt down to do homage to him. Did you slob on his knob too? Was he your corn on the cob? Shut up, Dick. Shut up, Dick. Because we don't know if they fellatiated Jesus. They should have. After mocking him, again, they got him naked. And then put his own clothes on him so they could get him naked again. And they compelled a passerby who was coming from the country to take Jesus' cross. His name was Simon. So it's another Simon. And they brought Jesus to a place called Golgotha. And they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it. The other time it was gallbladder. They put that in there. And he was like, bleh. And they crucified him and got him naked again and just casted lots for his clothes. Did you sniff his underwear? Did you rub his bloody dick juice all over you? You sick fucks. Shut up. Shut up, Dick. No, I can't even blame you for that, Dick. That was all me. I said that. Okay, so it was 9 o'clock in the morning when they crucified him. So, this is day 2 of Passover. Okay. This is day 2. The inscription of the charge read, King of the Jews. And with him they crucified 2 bandits, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by derided him, shaking their heads and saying, Aha! You who would destroy the temple and build it in 3 days. Right? Save yourself and come down from that cross. In the same way, the chief priests, along with the scribes, were talking shit behind his back. Say it to his face, you silly bitches. He's all tied up and whatnot. You could talk shit and not be worried. But they're talking shit behind his back like a bunch of farts. They said, well, he saved others, but he cannot save himself. No, because that's not his job, asshole. He came for a job. All right. Let the Messiah, the King of Israel, come down from the cross so we may see and believe. Those who were crucified with him also taunted him. Their whole religion is believing without seeing. That is the whole thing about God, right? You believe even though you don't see. When it was noon, darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. At 3 o'clock, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? That's System of a Down. When some of the bystanders heard it, they said, listen, he's calling for Elijah. When did Elijah become God? When did Elijah become God? And someone ran, filled a sponge with sour wine, and stuck it on a stick, and gave it to him to drink, saying, wait, let us see whether Elijah will come to take him down. Then Jesus gave a loud cry and breathed his last. And the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The centurion who stood facing him saw the way he breathed his last and said, surely this was the guy. There was also women looking on from a distance. Among them were Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James the younger, and of Joses and Salome. These used to follow him and provide for him when he was in Galilee. So did the other Marys. And there were many other women who had come up with him to Jerusalem. When evening had come, and since it was the day of preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph of Arimathea, a respected member of the council, who also himself was waiting for the kingdom of God, he went boldly to Pilate to ask for the body of Jesus. He's like, hey, help me save this guy from these Jews. He's about to be all bad. Right? And Pilate was like, is he even dead? Go find out if he's dead. And dude came back like, yeah, he's dead. And then Pilate's like, take him. So Joseph went and bought a linen cloth, took down Jesus's body, and wrapped it in the linen cloth, and laid it in a tomb he had hewn out of the rock. He then rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joses, saw where the body was laid. Okay, we're going to chapter 16. I am about to pause right here. So, press like and subscribe. You've made it this far, so press like and subscribe. And go make you some more coffee. And I'm going to go make me some more coffee. Pack one of these bowls. We eventually got to quit using the Mother's Day bowl, right? Do you want to use the blue one? Alright, we'll use the blue one. Anyway, pack the blue bowl. I will be right back. I think. Yep, right back. Okay, so chapter 16. The last chapter. Look. Oh, we start a new book tomorrow. Oh, how fucking great. How great. So, we start a new book tomorrow. Yay. Okay, so Mark chapter 16. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James and Salome, bought spices so they might go and anoint him. And very early, on the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. So all of this is during Passover, right? So does Jesus become naked zombie Jesus on the last day of Passover? So we should be celebrating Jesus come to life day, the last day of Passover. I don't know. Can somebody math the calendar thing? Can somebody figure out how the calendar thing, how that, I don't fucking know. Somebody know what it means. Okay. So they was going to anoint Jesus. And very early on the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. They had been saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone from us, from the entrance?" Like, oh, do we know anybody? When they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had already been rolled back. Okay, it's been rolled back the last two times in the last two books. But I'm pretty sure, I think I said this before, like when the movies do it, they show it like exploding out. But it doesn't seem like that's what it does. But okay. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. But he was like, don't be scared. You're looking for Jesus, right? Yeah, he's not here anymore. Look, here's the place they laid him. But listen, there's a naked zombie Jesus running around. You should go tell his disciples and Peter that he is going ahead of you and he will meet y'all in Galilee. But he told you that before. But anyways, naked zombie Jesus is on his way to Galilee. So they went out and fled from the tomb, for terror and amazement had seized them, and they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. Now, after he had rose early on the first day of the week, he prepared. Oh, no, hold on. Now, after he rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Magdalene, from whom he had cast out 7 demons. That was the, yeah, okay. She went out and told those who had been with him while they were mourning and weeping. So she was like, dude, naked zombie Jesus is going to Galilee, right? But when they had heard that when they heard he was naked zombie Jesus and running around, they was like, nah, that don't happen, dog. After this, he appeared in another form to two of them as they were walking into the country. And they had went back and told the rest, but they did not believe them. Later, he appeared to the 11 as they were sitting at the table, and he upbraided them for their lack of. Do you mean berated? He berated them for their lack of faith and stubbornness because they did not believe those who saw him after he had risen. It's like, you guys, you fucking suck. You guys, you suck. And he said to them, go into all the world and proclaim the good news to the whole creation. The one who believes and is baptized will be saved, but the one who does not believe will be condemned. Okay, so the one who believes and is baptized will be saved. Oh, well, look at that. That's pretty simple. I can do that. All right, I'm down with that. No fasting involved. I am. Yes. And these signs will accompany those who believe. By using my name, they will cast out demons and they will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes in their hands, and if they drink any deadly thing, it will not hurt them. They will lay their hands on the sick and they will recover. Yeah, but you got to do it. That is my thing. I'm scared to do things in public. I make videos, you wouldn't think that, but yes, no, I'm terrified. I'm terrified to do things in public. They will, okay, and recover. So then the Lord Jesus, after he had spoken to them, was taken up into heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. I thought he was going to Galilee. Oh my God. Oh my God. And they went out and proclaimed the good news everywhere, while the Lord worked with them and confirmed the messages by the signs that accompanied it. Well, we start a new book tomorrow. Uh, there's subtle differences between Mark and Matthew for sure. Right? How many minutes are we at, real quick? We're 22 minutes. All right, why don't we go see who hold on. Why don't we go see about Mark real quick, huh? Or Luke. I'm sorry. Luke. The answer is Luke. Okay, here we go. Okay. 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 The author's name does not appear in the book, but much unmistakable evidence points to Luke. This gospel is a companion volume to the book of Acts, and the language and structure indicate that both were written by the same person. They are addressed to the same individual, Theophilus, and the second volume hold on. Luke was a Gentile by birth, well educated. He was a companion of Paul at various times. Okay. Okay. And this is directed at Theophilus, and it means one who loves God. And almost certainly refers to a particular person rather than to lovers of God in general. The use of most excellent with the name further indicates an individual and supports the idea he was a Roman official of high position and wealth. He was possibly Luke's patron. Look at that. Okay, he was more than a publisher. Okay, so dude was a journalist and he sent his slave out to do journalism. Ming. I guess I don't know, that's what I've gleaned from it. Dude is a journalist and he's doing journalism about Jesus. So, I don't exactly remember what this book is about. And we just read it like, I don't know, a long time ago. So, I can't wait to find out what it's about. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you press like and subscribe. You watch this far, you might as well press like, So, thank you for watching. I love you and have the sweetest dreams ever.